That's too high. See, you just right there. It's great.
This is the first time I've ever walked in, put the headphones on, and I'm happy with the level.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
All right. Yeah, but what happens is you have to know where it is because what happens is in the second podcast, the second leg, Eric talks louder.
Do I?
No, you're here. Yeah, you get louder.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that. Maybe because I just get excited.
I think you're getting excited about getting the hell out of here.
It's over.
Yeah. It's really all about having something to do. And
now I'm thinking video games,
right?
Which I'm good at Street Fighter 4 now, which is a very good.
Oh, you got that one?
I rented it.
Is it good?
It's got to go
back.
How
many layers do you have, man?
I just throw shit on, Brian. There's
wow.
snow on the ground. I'm getting warm.
It's like 32 degrees out there.
Yeah, white 32 degrees.
It is.
You know, it's fun. Rob came up for Steve's wedding, and I seen him this weekend at the wedding. And he's like, "I hate Michigan. It is so cold here." And
is that why? I was wondering why he came up here this time of year.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and he used to be the one, if you remember, that loved snow, just absolutely loved it all the time. And yeah, now he hates it. I think it's hilarious. I'm like, haha, I told you.
Well, I think it's
Move away.
Well, I mean, that's anybody getting used to their surroundings. It's 28. Yeah, not too bad, Brian. Nice call.
It was 32 in my car.
Oh, okay.
Was it?
Okay, that's fine.
Are we on, by the way?
Yeah, I think
I'm sure we are.
Yeah, we're getting the nod.
Okay.
All right, now, Brian, you checked the MySpace page, and you actually had a correspondence with a gentleman that had a problem with the show.
Well, there's several MySpace pages. The one I check is the old Banana MySpace page. There's your MySpace page, and then there's the old Banana MySpace page.
What's that look? Hold
I'm
on.
just so excited about the segment that we're about to talk about.
Well, we
should probably pull it up so I can read you the.
Well, that might take a minute.
Oh, that take a. Oh, is that not
that's not.
Oh,
on
then
yet.
I'll just tell you about it.
All right, just tell us about it.
So, I only check it about once a week or so. And Scooter asked me last week if I'd put out a bulletin inviting everyone to watch the podcast.
Okay.
It's been a while since anything like that had happened.
And the funny thing is that no one ever considered the fact that the Banana MySpace page was actually in your name,
right?
Yeah,
so it's open for you to use at that point,
right? It's mine.
And really,
you own it. Mm-hmm. Because you weren't allowed to mention it on the air, so you really do own it.
Actually, we were allowed to mention that one on the air. That one was,
of course,
that one was okay.
Of course you were.
I couldn't mention my personal one.
Oh, that's what it was.
But I could mention the other one. But yeah, it's my page. Go ahead.
So obviously you maintain it. You get a lot of emails on it, and you actually started advertising the podcast because, quite frankly, there's a lot of people that used to work at WWBN that don't anymore because of sweeping changes.
Yep.
At that station and no others. So we so obviously we want to keep people informed.
Like I think when I get back from my trip, I might put like a "Where are they now?" for all the people that that left.
Carson still unemployed.
Well, most of us are.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So
anyway,
I am
still. We don't know yet. Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, I send this thing out, and most, and it's just basically, we get a lot of questions at this MySpace page, as if there's like a whole crew of people. Really, it's me and in my underwear.
That's hot.
The staff is received.
Yeah,
you're like Santa, just taking the letters.
The staff here at the used to be Banana 101.5 MySpace.
What I think is great is now anybody that listens to this and then goes on that MySpace page and sends you a message is gonna be like, he's checking this in his fucking underwear.
That's right.
And then somebody would be like, oh yeah,
I know.
He's so checking this in his underwear.
let me email him with my genitals in my hand.
I will be in my underwear too, and then when he gets it, he'll be in his.
I'm never checking it again.
Oh, stop it! It'll be terrific. So anyway,
next time do it naked.
Getting messages from crusty keyboards. Fuck! All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So I send out. This says, hey, we get a lot of questions about whatever happened to Eric and Carson, or why, bring back Eric and Carson, or whatever. Now, obviously, we're not the radio station. We don't represent the radio station, so we have no control over that.
Yeah.
However, if you are interested in listening to Eric and Carson, they still do a podcast twice a week at flinttalkradio.com, and there's a little link, and you can listen to it live at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or you can download it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I got probably 20 messages back from that bulletin, most of which were like, oh, that's great, or, oh, I haven't listened to that in a while. I should, a couple people, just being dicks. One guy is like 20-something, writes back and says, you guys keep talking about gay shit.
Oh.
Like going out and getting drunk.
And writing stuff in our underwear.
You should talk about, you should talk about, cool stuff. So I'm like, all right, let's see what this guy's about.
Okay.
Cool. Well, his main picture is a big monster truck, okay, like his profile picture. Mm-hmm. So I click on his profile, and the background is other monster trucks,
Oh.
and then he has pictures of other trucks. So I messaged him back. Thanks for writing. I'll suggest they talk about trucks.
Oh.
That should interest everybody.
Okay.
And, of course, forgetting the fact that no one in this area gets irony or sarcasm, he writes back, thanks, dude. That should be really interesting. What a maroon.
So we've decided that we're absolutely going to, because we've always been a slave to fans. This is where we talk about trucks. So I seeing as how I get things started. Hey Carson.
Yeah, Eric.
Trucks. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Trucks are gay. This is gay.
What's wrong with it?
No.
No, it's a radio show.
Oh, wait. Trucks are gay.
Ow.
Okay.
Except for the new Ford F-150, which is Mike Rowe's truck of choice. If you didn't know this, Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs.
Is that the one where you actually can stop a plane that they show on the commercial? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's also got the step that comes out of the tailgate and a little handle to help you up into the bed of the truck.
Well,
Okay.
if you can't get on the fucking tailgate,
Hello,
you shouldn't be in the
it's
back.
got a step and a handle,
And you know what's
and Mike Rowe likes it.
Who's Mike Rowe?
He's a guy that used to be on Dirty Jobs. He's actually he's a man's man.
He's still on Dirty Jobs.
Yeah.
There's still new episodes.
He's a man's man. He's doing all those commercials for F-150 now.
Oh.
The Ford F-150.
Why do I never see them?
Well, what's great?
He's got the greatest voice in the world,
You fast forward through them because it's television commercials. But the what happens is
and they're only on Discovery.
yeah. Which
Oh.
now because we want to make sure that we keep this in the theme here. How about this? You know what's great about
We're seriously diving into trucks.
Yes, you know what's great about the step on the
F-150.
Here's what you do: is you take your gay friend and you bend him over on the tailgate right there, and he can step right up, and then you can get all the way up into your balls right there in his asshole, and then you can just kind of just
Handy.
yeah, exactly, and really at that point you just gotta grab his shoulders and just kind of just bring him closer, as opposed to don't even have to move your hips at that point because of the truck that you've got him bent over.
So really, that step could be called like a buddy helper. or
Oh
something.
yeah.
And
Oh,
see,
yeah.
he can also hang on to the handle, so when you jerk back, he doesn't go with him.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can stay stationary by holding on, and they're used to holding on to poles like that.
Another use for a tailgate.
Yeah.
You just grab right on. Oh, how about the trailer hitch? You can just hold right
Oh,
onto
that's like
that.
a butt plug.
Well, that's going to be underneath the tailgate. If you get-
Okay, so
Yeah.
but see, then there's another situation. So what you can do is actually maybe even you can be the guy. If you're just receiving a blowjob and you just really want to enjoy yourself,
Butt plug.
you can just sit there and put that tailgate right up your asshole. Now if you've done this
Trailer
before, what's the circumference that we used to use? The really big one. That's for pros.
Probably a 2-incher.
That's for pros. It's a
It
2
goes
incher.
anywhere from about 1.5 to 2 inches.
So maybe 1.5 inches is for people. I don't know, for new on the block.
you can get
You're
like little
choir
dinky trailer
boy.
balls too for like an inch for those little crappy trailers.
And let's go ahead.
I was just going to change. Go ahead.
Let's call it the what is that, 1.5 incher?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Let's call that the Cub Scout.
The Cub Scout.
And then the bigger the 2 incher, that's called the Castro District. Okay.
See, I was thinking like Shack or something.
The what?
The Shackzilla maybe.
Shackzilla.
Yeah,
Why's that?
because everything's big on Shack.
Oh, okay. So now, do you think that there's a lot of gay guys that drive trucks that would like to get serviced by Shaq?
No, of course.
Really?
Well, yeah.
You think so?
He's got a monster cock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
big
think-
black cock ramming you deep in your truck, like the bed of your truck while you're hanging on to your tailgate step. That's a dream come true.
That's that. Yo, fucking
Come on.
He
He doesn't. You can. And what's great about that is the guy could actually stand up on the step.
Okay.
And then Shaq could stand on the ground and be level with him for the pounding.
Oh, see, now there you go. But
See,
I don't-
that's using
trucks
your
are
head.
fun, aren't they?
Yeah,
and
I like trucks.
Now, Carson, you're calling it the pounding, but you have to understand that this is a serious act of love that we're talking about here with the truck. So let's not
Okay,
let's
the
not
general-
cheapen it.
the general-
What are you loving? The truck or the man you're fucking?
Yes.
Okay.
Duh. Like, where else is it okay to fuck a man butt on a truck.
Trucks and gay
Anywhere else, that's
It's
just
gay.
weird.
Yeah, it's gay.
Yeah, it's gay then.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're fucking a guy on a truck, you're just showing the man. That's just
You're just
pure
being men.
love.
You're
Just being men, sitting
yeah.
around fucking on a truck.
Yeah.
That's what men do.
And now you got to do it a lot too, because you want to at least once be able to hit the top of the truck bed with your load.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you want to
Yeah.
do. Is you want to see if you can spray a load all over that little twink. You want to bathe the twink and cum so he looks like a glazed donut when it's all over with. From forehead to Adam's apple, laid back in the back of that fucking truck
Almost
bed.
as if Peter North had come into the shot.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
Peter North, only more gay.
Now, I know you mentioned balls earlier. You got to have truck balls for your truck.
I was
going to
talk about. This is a problem back where I'm from in Maryland. It's like a serious problem.
Oh, it wasn't. They in North Carolina too.
There's like legislation. They just passed legislation
Now-
where people were putting these balls on their trailer hitch.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, and they looked like cow balls, like
it's
huge,
unbelievable.
like
Yeah.
painted up, airbrushed, looked like real fucking balls. Now the rule in North Carolina is you can have them as long as they're a color, as in blue or red or something like. You cannot have flesh-colored balls.
Why would you want that on your fucking truck?
To let other truckers know you're down for a good fucking
Maybe
time.
that's what it is. Maybe
Yep.
maybe all this time I
for the
didn't
man
realize-
love.
So what you do is that maybe like another
It's kind of like a pink triangle or
Yeah.
a rainbow flag.
Exactly.
So what you're saying?
Truck balls.
So maybe here's maybe the game is this is that you basically get somebody honks at you,
Yeah.
you pull over, and then you immediately run out of the truck, and then you get both of the balls in your mouth.
That proves it.
You don't want that. You'd have road salt all over.
Your mouth is about to get pretty fucking salty anyway.
I-
Prove that you're a man.
Take it all, bitch.
Maybe it's so when they sit down on the Shackinator or the Boy Scout,
You're
Cub
right,
Scout,
right.
then they'll have a pair of balls hanging.
Nah.
Double balls, boys.
Low hangers.
They're droopy.
That's the
Droopy balls.
of the truck world. That's the tap underneath the bathroom.
Oh,
stall.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get cruisy
shit.
out on I-96.
Wow.
Trucks are so cool.
They
Trucks,
are.
I didn't
I love
realize
trucks.
until now.
Trucks rule, man.
You should have been talking about trucks all along.
I know.
Trucks.
Trucks.
Maybe we should just change the name of the show to
Trucks.
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 Just trucks.
This is the truck side.
Yeah.
This is the truck stop.
You know what else is great? Speaking of truck stops, big rigs. Those are big trucks
Yeah.
with beds in the back,
With beds in the back.
so you can fuck other men.
That's really great because
Yeah.
then because the only problem with fucking a guy right there on the truck bed is that you're mushing his face into a bunch of metal.
Yeah.
Plus, you might get sunburned.
Yeah, so you want to
Oh,
be able to
yeah.
go inside. Then
And
you
them
can,
things get hot in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine inside the truck beds, big rigs they do too.
Well, they
Air
have air
conditioning.
conditioning. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But see, isn't that kind of the part of the fun of it? It starts getting kind of warm in there.
Oh no! But you know what is
There's
great?
nothing more fun than a bathhouse. You might as well recreate it.
It depends on if you're going on a long run. If you're going on a long run and you know you're not going to be able to get more man ass for a while,
Yeah.
then you want to leave it like hot as hell so that stench stays in the truck with you the
That's
whole
what
time.
I'm saying. Is you
yeah,
have that
you know what
stench.
I mean?
But I'm,
That's a long run stench. You need to have that with you if you can't get laid
that
again.
musty old mattress stench.
Yeah.
You know,
Stench.
That was more-
kind of like
I'm
6th
talking
grade
like
camp.
ass sex stench.
that.
yeah.
You want to carry that with you on the long runs
Oh,
if you
yeah.
can't get more ass sex.
And the great
so.
part, what's the great part about swamp ass? You don't even have to spit in your asshole before you
No,
start.
oh no, just ram it in there. Just fucking ram it in there and hope you get blood.
Yeah, there's that. No, you don't. You're not going to get any blood. You've got swamp ass. That goes right in. That's like
Wow.
that's like fucking a tube of liverwurst. just tight.
The only thing I have in my head right now is Eric as a teenager sticking his dick in a tube of liverwurst.
What? What do you think I am? Religious? Of course I did. Then you have the dog lick it
imagine
off.
what- you imagine what-
that.
Can you imagine what a horned up teen you'd have to be to figure that one out? Like the apple pie,
Liverwurst.
the apple pie one in
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's funny, but this like wow.
Yeah.
What I want to know is how many people watching right now are going, really? Liverwurst?
I did.
Well, it
Been a minute.
is, it is 3, the only people home right now are high school kids, you know.
And the unemployed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
What
dog will
fuck?
clean up the mess.
Yep, exactly. That's what you do. Well, you don't want him to bite, though. That's the problem. And you might
can't
if
have a
you're
biter.
covered in liverwurst.
That's why you need a good hound, like a lab.
Yeah, that's why. Well, that's what you do. You just
Good
break
liquor.
break the teeth off, and then you're all set. Just kind of snap them. Give him some peanut butter. It might lose. It might
Wow.
lose a couple of teeth there. Pull them out. That's what you do there. there.
Trucks.
Yeah, if we
rule.
covered trucks, what other kind of trucks are there? Is there anything else we can go with this? Because I think
Well, there's
really-
monster trucks.
Well, there's the monster
Yeah.
trucks.
there's monster
What's the advantage of monster trucks?
It's a way of compensating for having a little dick.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think
cool.
the bigger the truck, the smaller the dick.
Right, and there's
Ooh.
yeah, it really does level things out.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you're catching if you're driving a monster.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
if
absolutely.
you got a
Okay.
drive, yeah, I'm with that.
Okay. So how do you? So and actually,
Because you have to.
in my radio career, I was lucky enough. I mean, blessed enough to be actually in a couple of monster trucks. I've seen what they do. So really, they have now. If you remember, Carson, they have an unbelievably long gear shifter. So is that where you demonstrate how much you can take? I mean, maybe you like kind of
maybe in the parking lot.
God
you know.
no, they just have a roll bar cut off in the middle of that thing somewhere, and you
Oh.
just fucking right there on the roll bar.
Now what you do?
Wham!
I think that's what you do is you actually put little markers, maybe engravings, maybe some maybe magic marker. I don't know. And you go you start off kind of in the front, call it rookie, and then in the middle you call it maybe I don't know intermediate,
Right.
And then at the end you just call it
Earnhardt.
Earnhardt. Nice.
Well,
I was gonna go Gordon, but I guess you're a Hendrick man.
Yeah, well, you do. Gordon's too predictable.
Ah, yes, yeah. People were expecting that one.
Yeah, could be.
no one, you know what? That's when your first nasty email or comment.
Oh yeah.
You can make fun of
Fuck yeah.
trucks and pretend like you're gay all day, talk about gay sex, but you make fun of Junior.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that was Senior.
Yeah.
He's the intimidator, ain't he?
You really got to spit in that one. It's been dead for so
I mean,
long.
that's the intimidator.
Wow.
Come on. What? He was a good old boy. He liked trucks.
He could bite a pillow.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, with that bitch of a wife he was married
And the
to.
mustache.
Jesus
And
Christ.
And come on, he had a mustache. That,
Yeah,
that
he
was
did
making
have
it
an awesome
obvious.
mustache.
Universal sign of
Exactly.
I mean, My Name is Earl didn't have nothing on that mustache.
Exactly.
That
That's
thing
it.
was badass.
Mustaches are arrows. Cock goes here.
John's looking at us because he has a mustache.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, he's got more of a beard. He's doing okay in there.
Well, I don't know. It covers the whole round area, so I
Yeah.
think that's pretty directional.
Eric's got that facial growth going on there. too.
This is called unemployed.
Yeah.
And doesn't give a
Yeah.
They
shit.
buy razors. And
Yeah, exactly. I can't quite afford to have the refills. Let's see, trucks. I think we covered
I think we
it.
have about
Oh, so it's Fat Tuesday. What are you doing tonight? Doing anything?
Nothing. What
Fat Tuesday.
What are you doing?
It's Fat Tuesday.
I forgot about that.
It's Mardi Gras night.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out at Jester's tonight. I think I'm going to go out there and hang out tonight.
Nice.
So,
Nice job.
If anybody's looking for anything to do, come hang out with me. I want to see boobs. So
Okay, good.
get some beads.
Yeah, I was there Friday. That was pretty off the hook.
Saturday, they said Friday was pretty good. Well, they said it was a little bit better than Saturday, but Saturday was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah?
Like, it was wall-to-wall fucking people, and just, it was great for me because, I'm just, like, walking around, talking to people, whatever, and you'll be walking by, and out of the corner of your eye, you'll see people getting beads. I'll
Yeah.
say it like that.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, whoa. All right, that was cool. All right,
Yeah,
let me go
yeah.
back over here. Oh, somebody else is getting beads. Look at that. So
Absolutely.
that's always fun.
That's always awesome.
Yeah.
It was fucking cold on Saturday though. That blizzard they had going on.
God, well, it sucked. I had to go down
It was
to
an inch.
Yeah.
It sucked, dude. I had to go
But it
down
was
to
intermittent. You didn't go out. What are you talking about?
I didn't go out because we were supposed to get 8 to 10 inches, and I just decided, what the hell, fuck, I'll stay home.
Right.
So I'd already kind of in my mind, I'm home, I'm looking out, and it stopped snowing by like 2.
The roads
when
actually
the sun came out at 4.
the roads
Yeah.
actually did blow. I mean,
Yes.
they really did.
a lot of it turned to ice. It melted enough to turn to ice, which was great. Because I had to go down. I went down to Howell because Steve, my buddy Steve. Congratulations, Steve. He got married Saturday.
Thanks for the invite. I guess he missed it. All right, go ahead.
And so I went down there to do that, and the roads sucked the whole way because it's 23 the whole way, and people are going like 40, 30, 40 mile an hour on
23 's
23.
always- 23 's
it was
always under there.
horrible.
Yeah.
It took me fucking an hour and a half to go from Flint to damn Howell, which is like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah. I mean, it was cold. It was
Yeah.
slippery.
It sucked.
was, just outside really sucked. I'm really glad I didn't ride around in a bus all day on Saturday.
Oh
That's
my
just
God,
throwing
I
it
would have
out
been
there.
miserable.
Oh,
Jesus. Just saying.
oh my God.
Scared to death. I'd have to get drunk to make it through it. Start drinking at like 11 a.m. or
Yeah.
something.
You know, I gotta
too.
say, I just want to say something about that. And Brian, I understand that you can't comment. It was awkward.
Oh, so awkward.
Our old station was out doing ripping off Carson's 30th birthday party. So what? So you met up with them? Were they having fun?
Yeah, I was just I was hanging out at Jester Saturday night because I get free beer for going up there and helping out. So anyway, so I was up there. And they showed up and everything, and it was weird. I mean, everybody was nice. Don't get me wrong, everybody was nice, but it was so just fucking awkward.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen any of these people really, with the exception of like a couple of them who I will not name to,
They'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
They will.
Right. So, but the rest I haven't seen nor heard from since I got fired.
Yeah.
And it was just like everybody's like, "Oh, we miss you guys," blah blah blah, and it was just like. I mean, I appreciate everybody being nice, but at the same time, if you really care, why didn't you pick up the phone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There
And
is
that's
that.
it's kind of like it just kind of seemed fake. It was like, "Oh, how you been? I haven't heard from you. I've been meaning to call you for 6 months. You've been meaning to call six fucking months. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like whatever. I mean, I understand, I guess, but like. It's just awkward.
But that's the thing is that I don't understand why you would be like, I understand about it because, that is true. They could have called you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm not at all, the people, I've been told by people that you really know who your friends are after you get fired.
Yeah.
You
I was
really know.
surprised. I thought some people I really thought would get in touch with me that didn't.
That's, it's so weird. That is a lot of why I was the way I was at the building is that you can tell who the fake people are, and
right.
I just had no use for the people that were only there to talk to me because of I worked there.
Right.
I just knew that, and you can tell those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that probably as you go forward in your radio career, you will.
Well,
yeah.
And the people that there's always a social side. I mean, I'm
Yes.
working at a radio station.
Yeah,
Just like working anywhere else. You have people in the office, so it's just like this is a regular office. But the people that because of your job category, you spend a lot of time with,
right?
And you never quite pull off the after-hours stuff. Like there's talk of parties or talk of getting together, and you just never quite can get it together for whatever reason. Well, that's why, because you're not genuine friends.
No, yeah, and
you're
that.
And you kind of realize it. It's disappointing, but I'm going through the same thing. There are probably there's a handful of people that it's a little disappointing, but
Yeah.
I was under no illusions that for the most part.
Well, most of the people there I knew I'd never hear from again. But there was probably about 6 people I thought I would hear from again, and keep in touch with.
Well, the lamest
and
thing.
about 2 of them I've kept in touch with. I kept in touch with 2 people from that station.
Remember that going away party I helped throw for you?
Yeah, I know.
Not counting you two. Not counting you.
Yeah, I
two.
know that was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah. Thanks.
We did get a lot.
It was a fucking Friday night. There was no excuse why people couldn't show up.
And we got a lot of apologies over email. That was all we
Yeah.
really got. But part of it is, we've talked about quite a bit. They don't want to get the fired on them.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true.
It's almost as if it's some kind of a disease that they think that they're trying to avoid, but it's not. It's just the way it goes. I mean, that's I mean, I've been hearing it a lot because of people in radio are getting shit canned so often these days that you've never really been in radio until you've been fired, and it's probably true. It's. I actually think
I've been in radio, bitches.
Yeah. Now you have, and I can say, unequivocally that had someone hung out with me before I went in this experience, after they have been fired, I probably would have been very annoying. Am I being diplomatic enough when I'm saying that? Because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I want to say just a couple of things, and this is the part where Brian can't comment. So sit back.
Go ahead and scoot off camera there.
I did find it odd that they decided to do that bus promotion in February. I did find that, because how fucking awful would that have been?
Yeah, that was kind of like the thought behind
February.
it. My thing was like, wait till St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. Well, even then, you're still chancing
You're
it.
chancing it, but like
Memorial Day, I could see it on the 4th of July.
Follow my logic here. Like Mardi Gras is kind of like the thing.
No.
Yeah. It's,
Okay, just kidding.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
No, Mardi Gras is kind of like the thing you go out Saturday night, but you wait till like 9 or 10 to go out, because the only reason if you're a guy you really want to go is to see some boobies. I mean, and
But you can't
besides that, it's a
hold
normal
on.
Saturday night.
But you cannot advertise that on the radio, because the problem is that it actually is a violation of the liquor license in the event that women start showing their boobs. And
Right.
everywhere but strip clubs. So you can't advertise that. You can't say that's going on the bus.
Right.
And I don't think that you can necessarily advertise that you're going to have drinking available on the bus as well either. I don't really know what the legality is on that. I don't think you can advertise
I
it.
don't know about that either.
I don't think you
know.
can.
But anyway, my point is,
It's a gray area.
my point is, like, Mardi Gras is not really the night known for, like, going fucking drinking all night. Wait till St. Patty's Day. People start drinking at, like, fucking, 6 in the morning. That's like an all-day drinking. That's more
Here's
of
where
a
I
pub
disagree.
crawl type holiday.
Okay, now all right, no, you're right about that.
The weather might suck,
No,
but
I'm talking. You're right about that, but at the same time, I think where you're missing it is that at Mardi Gras, if you're going to go out and drink, because I think a lot of people do. I think there's a lot of people going out for Fat Tuesday tonight. Even though
and
I
they
didn't
should
know
come
it
to
was there.
Jester's on the corner of Center and Richfield Roads.
What
in Flint.
I'm saying is that it's certainly not going to be a place that you're going to change venues. You're not
That-
going to.
that's what I'm saying.
You're not going to go to a different place in the middle of the night,
Right.
And,
It's
and
not
even
like
St.
the
Patty's
pub
Day,
crawl.
even St. Patty's Day, you don't do that. So what you do is you do what we used to do, which is have several different people out several different places,
Right.
Which is actually was the way to go with it. But they did this thing, which was just crazy. Because the other thing that I didn't understand is that they actually gave away seats to ride on the fucking bus.
Yeah.
We did that to our friends.
Yeah.
Because if we're, I think that it just seems like it's a strange prize because I think you can be sued for that. If anything goes wrong with those listeners, if they get left at a bar, if they get if they trip,
Left in a state,
if they
coming back from freaking
coming
Sorry.
back from the Hard Rock, the
Yes.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Sorry.
If they slip on the ice coming out of the bus, I think you're liable because they actually won their way on, and I'm pretty sure that if those listeners,
you're responsible for them the whole trip.
anything that happened to them the whole time, they're responsible. The way that we did it was just like, you want on the bus? Yeah, get on. It's your own free will, and you
Yep.
can leave whenever you like.
Exactly.
I mean, and that is kind of the way that you do it, and you achieve the same thing. The idea that you're just going to basically go hang out with a bunch of people that are completely stressed out is stupid. And then the other one is they allowed absolutely no travel time in between bars.
Yeah, I don't think they were at Jester's, but half hour. Like
So the Jester's pays for an hour, and they get a half hour.
Well, this is how it worked. Like when I got there, they were like, I guess they were supposed to be there from what was it, 8 to 9, I think, or 7:30 to 8:30, something like that. But
the 30s sound familiar.
yeah, and when I got there, the H2 was already there. And they had come in and bannered everything, and blah, blah, blah. Now, about 20 minutes later, the bus shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and the bus is there for like 20 minutes, and then the Hummer leaves after the bus is there for about 20 minutes. So you're at maybe 40, 45 minutes total. The bus hangs out for another, 15, 20 minutes, which
Right.
brings it up to an hour, and then they take off.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's terrific. So they're not even.
But
there
you
an
got
hour.
both the brakes in right there when the bus was there.
Well, of course. Well, the breaks happen within 15 minutes, which is
Right.
terrific.
So I thought it was bad planning, but
It's awful planning.
I think like the pub crawl thing to me is a good idea, but you want to wait till the summer to do it, and you want to wait till you got like a good reason. I just
Duh.
don't think Mardi Gras was the.
Well, Mardi Gras is fine. It's whatever you can sell. It's the problem is that it's just as far as like what you're gonna do, that doesn't make any sense. To have these people come out there and freeze. I guarantee you that bus was freezing fucking cold. It
was cold on when it was in freaking May.
Well, yeah. Well, that especially at night because you got all the windows.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Let's take a break.
break.
Come back, and then Brian will be back.